Hey, what's up guys? Over1 here, and today we're gonna look at the brand new Outrider demo that just came out a few days ago. We will look at all 4 classes and their mechanics, gameplay, and try to answer the question, should you buy it? So without further ado, let's jump into it. Let's start with classes. First we have the Pyromancer, which is a medium range type of class. We use obviously fire. He has a variety of skills that will burn the enemy and does a lot of damage and AoE damage as well. I won't go in details with all the skills today because we want to keep the video short, but as you can see from this gameplay, he does a lot of damage. The way to heal yourself with the Pyromancer is to kill enemies affected by burn. I really enjoyed that playstyle. The Pyromancer is really fun to play, and you got a lot of room to improve with his skills and his weapon and everything. Next up, we have the Trickster, who uses space and time to kill his enemies. It is a close quarter fighting style, and he will heal himself when killing enemies that are close to him. If you like to slow time to assassinate your enemy and to have some dash to be always in close quarter combat, then the Trickster is clearly for you. Now let's move to the Devastator. This is the character who can tank damage and does a lot of it too. He uses rocks and earthquake to defend and to do some really nice damage. With that one, you want to be in close to medium range and just shred everything in your path. Personally, it was one of my favorite class. You do so much damage and there's so much AoE damage, it's really fun to play. I might have died like one time or two just because I was doing some goofy stuff, but outside of that, it was really hard to die with that one. And finally, we have the Technomancer, who uses cryo and a lot of crowd control abilities to kill his enemies. If you like the long range type of play with snipers and things like that, that might be the one for you. I personally think that this one is really good against bosses because with all his crowd control and everything, he's able to do a lot of damage in a short amount of time. His healing mechanics is pretty simple. You just heal yourself when you do damage, so it's not really all that complicated. You just have to keep doing damage. That pretty much covers it for the classes. I really like that each class has its unique playstyle, and I can't wait to test them more when the full game releases. But let me know in the comment section below which one is your favorite. If you like what you see so far and want more content like that, you can like and subscribe. Now let's talk about the gameplay. Personally, I really liked it. It was smooth, it was fun, and most of the skills were nice and enjoyable. Well, the shrapnel mine from the Technomancer was garbage, but apart from that, I guess they were pretty nice. The storyline looks interesting and entertaining. The only big question about these games is, will the endgame be fun to play and will there be a lot of things to do? Because if you guys remember Anthem, the gameplay was really nice and really fun and everything was alright from that part, but the end game was, well, pretty trash and the loot system was trash as well. So I just hope that in Outriders they get, well, that part right. For the end game, we're supposed to have Expedition, which are high-end content that we unlock after the main campaign. These are supposed to feature some unique mechanics and challenges and adds a lot of tough enemy in it, and I hope we will get some good loot out of it. Even though I really liked the gameplay, a big downside was the multiplayer. I just couldn't connect with my friends, and when I connected, well, it took like a minute or, well, sometimes second, and it would just kick me out for no reason. I really hope they fix it before the game releases, but I have to be honest, I have some doubt about that. Let me know in the comment section below if those issues happens to you as well.
2 hours later.
Now, the big question, should you buy it? Well, I'd advise caution. Because with all the multiplayer's problem, and since we don't know how fun and rewarding the endgame will be, I think that waiting for the full game to release and then to get some review would just be a better idea for now. Don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed the demo, and I think that when the full game releases, it will be a blast. I just think that with the actual co-op problem and the little information we have about Endgame, it is just safer to wait until full release and get some reviews before buying it. So here you have it, guys. If you like what you've seen in this video and want more of that content, you can subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.